What's up, guys? And welcome to the Red Devil Stand. This is your Manchester United vs Southampton kind of watch along. As you see, guys, am I coming about this game? In some sense, yeah. I'm talking a bit slow because I always had a lot of drink last night. So, yeah. But this is only what I'm doing today. Obviously, last night, I was glad that Marshall got his assist for the goal. So, yeah.
If he starts, I've been told he is starting today, but yeah, I'm not 100% sure what's happening with that, but apparently he is. So we'll see what happens with that. Okay. Okay, no problem. Let's get Levin on. Do you think the Glazers bet on United to lose for profit? It's quite a question. I don't think they need to bet on United to lose for profit, mate. They're making more than they're making £25 million a year off of the training top. They don't need to bet against us. Levin, how are you doing?
I'm sorry, that last one was really funny. Betting on us losing, wow, that's crazy. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Looking forward to the game. Last time they were here, it was 9-0. Hope people replicate that. But
I know that last time played was 9 0.
Are you confident that we're going to get a result today?
It's the confidence that kills you, isn't it?
I'm not confident.
I'm confident just because.
I don't want to sound dingy, but yeah, I am. I'm confident about this game. I mean, it won't be number 9 0, no, but I'm confident about it.
I do expect us to go out there and perform, how we perform.
We just need to do something to take out. We need to.
Now over a longer stretch of time, which should secure us the win.
Yeah, well, I'll ask you about the team news. I'm sure I think you are probably going to have different opinions to me on this one. I mean, I just think it's out of order that Harry Maguire is starting for reasons you've probably heard. But I do agree with the chat a little bit as well. I mean, you could argue that maybe Telles should have come in for Shaw. I don't think Rashford played particularly well, but I think Ranieri picks him for his pace, to be honest. But what's your thoughts on the team? Midfield obviously picks itself with no Fred and Matic anyway.
Yeah, the team thing is interesting. I didn't expect it to be.
Actually, yeah, I'll put it in there, guys. Do I think Maguire should have started? No. Lindelof? Yes. Because for the last couple of weeks, well, when Lindelof's played, he's played alright. Since Varane's come in, he's played alright. Varane's made a few mistakes, but Varane, that's what Centre-backs do sometimes.
And Ralph's answer was really interesting because he said we can't be fatigued because then afterwards we started to have control again for like the last 15-20 minutes, right? So if it was really fatigued, then we wouldn't have had that control in that last.
But like I said, guys, this is the only watch I'm doing today, yeah. I'm keeping an eye on the games. What was playing? Well, obviously, I'll be keeping an eye on Cardiff. Obviously, the Bolton game. Salford. The Rangers game. Oh, shit. I'll keep an eye on that, but I won't do much for that now. My next watch song is obviously tomorrow, the West Ham and Leicester game, yeah. Norwich and City. I'm watching that. No. Nah. I'll keep an eye out, but I'm not really bothered because we all know that Norwich is not going to beat the shit out of City, are they? Nah. See, I wonder why. Actually, I don't know why.
You guys did Mark? I can't hit Mark.
Ooh. I might watch that tomorrow. City women against United. I might watch that. Give that a watch.
You can't hear Mark. I'm sure you can hear me. So, want to ask everybody, what do you think the game's going to be? Goal prediction wise. Give me some numbers. The whole chat just wants mute, Mike.
I can't even
That's funny. I love like the delay because obviously there's a delay. There's a slight delay between what I see in the live chat versus what's actually happening. But that is yeah, guys. Mark's mic is muted. Don't worry, we'll get it fixed. Jordy's in the back.
I'm here anyway. It's
So
fine.
we'll get it fixed. It'll be fine. Mark will not be gone for much longer. It's okay. I'll give some super chats if there are any while I'm here. Yeah, Chiran Jits. I apologize. I'm probably just not saying it right, mate. But he says Maguire equals soggy biscuits.
Well, like I said, again, I don't think Maguire should start. No.
Never.
No.
It's not soggy biscuits, eh? You don't do that.
I think I might have done myself in there. I think Mark should be back in a sec. We'll be alright. We'll be alright. So this is Levin's master plan to take over. Yeah, so I've just like gone into Mark's computer and just mashed up his mic or something. Come on, man.
No, I unplugged my mic and put it back in, and I think it's just it's gone wrong. But yeah, what I was going to ask you when you couldn't hear me was that there's a lot of conspiracy theories about the team. And look, for me, with Maguire, no one's going to change my mind. I personally think Lindelof is better. I think he lost his place because of the family issue. For me, I think he should have come back into the team. I don't think he deserved to leave.
Just to let you know, guys, right? What's your score prediction today? Mine is, well, obviously not 9-0. I think it'd be 2-0. I think. I'm not just. I'm hoping it's. We can't win a draw. We can't. Not at home.
I think the Lindelof getting dropped thing is weird because I think that would you could only say that on the presumption that Lindelof Maguire was always going to be the center.
I know I've got one person watching, but I'm not really bothered. Do you know why? Because
was mainly because Maguire was injured. Now, to be fair, he did not play Maguire. There was a game when Maguire was available, he didn't play. He did start him at least. It was the Brentford game, right? But then he obviously subbed him on. I know people have their conspiracies about
like I said, I said 2-0. I reckon 2 will come out today. Can I do 7? But I can, but I don't know if I can do 7 today. Not on my back, guys, because I'm not anything up, guys. But I will be.
One player that would always want to see she was Ronaldo. So the fact that we've literally seen him drop Ronaldo to me, it already shows like I don't think there is any conspiracy theory there when it comes to whether or not he can drop players or he has that power or not. What I would say is that he clearly has a favorite team.
I had 2 people watching me. I'm not. Like I said, guys. I might be a bit thingy today because obviously I'm melting well. But last night was good night last night. Yeah, it was. I enjoyed it last night. I'd have enjoyed it more with my baby in it, but what can I do? But no, like I said, guys, that Rangers game I might watch. I don't know yet. I've lost one of their letters.
I just hope that Ralph, manages that a lot better than Ollie did at times. So
I would for staff, guys. I would, but you don't know, do you? Because you don't know with these bogus sides, do you? You just don't know, do you? You can say, oh, well, I'll watch it, and then the next minute you get battered in the first half. I know we don't. Because we got the advantage. We were at home.
We should be able to gain lots of control in this game. Southampton are a great side. They've got great players. They like to press high, but we have enough technical quality to deal with that. As long as we're on it today, of course. If we come out with just playing like that, then obviously not. But I think we will be fine. And again, I've said this before games where we've been bad, so you never really know. But okay, but I think the odds stacking up favor.
Yeah, definitely. I think with Southampton, though, they were very impressive on Wednesday.
Okay, they might have done well against Tottenham, but we're Manchester United for crying out loud.
I just don't know whether Southampton can put that level of performance in again. If they do, we're going to have to play very, very well today.
The formation,
Between them against Spurs versus us,
I like it because obviously it's Ronaldo's back in the squad. Cavani's obviously injured, but yeah. But if he does, well, obviously he is going. So after that, I think we're gonna see. Well, we're not with well. Obviously, with the United players in the right midfield, I think. One of the strikers we've got is obviously him. Rashford can still play a striker, yeah. So we've already got Ronaldo, Cavani, Ronaldo. Sancho can't play, no. Ronaldo and Rashford, that's it. Cavani plays. I don't know. But I think we're going to need a backup striker. Like a backup, and we're going to need someone off from you. From the youth, I don't know.
But he's also prone to big mistakes, but it's clear to see Maguire was a desperation purchase, as Chucky D. In relation to Cavani, I wanted to ask you about that. Some people think Cavani's our best striker. I suppose it doesn't really matter then because you just never know with Cavani. And we're also hearing that he wants to play for Barcelona now.
That's the weird thing.
Yeah.
That's the weird thing because I was always under the impression, based off of reports, that he wanted to leave us last summer because he wanted to go back home because his whole career he's basically been away from South America.
He'll play for Barcelona now. Sorry, mate, I'm just trying to catch the audio as well. Okay, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I was always under the impression that he wanted to go home because his whole career basically he's been away from South America. Like, he wanted to be near family, cool. And to me, fine. I totally get that, right? Of course, why would you not want to be near family? But then when we're getting the reports that he just wants to go to Spain, that's when I'm like, oh, so you don't actually just want to go home. You just don't like England as much as you like other places, which I guess is a bit frustrating. But
well, I think the score, like I said, 2-0, yeah. I think it was 2-0, but not no deal.
We're going to need another striker. To what degree we're going to spend on that, I think is probably a concern, right? Because we have other places on the pitch.
Look at that guy, look.
But yeah, I'm sort of like, regardless of whether it's Cavani or Ronaldo, I think both of them have their problems, both of them have their positives.
I'm hoping. Who I think man of the match would be? I think Sancho will be. I think Sancho will score again. I think today, me.
I was looking at the midfield today. I mentioned it to you as well. We've got McTominay, but if any of them play badly or even worse, get injured, we really you'd probably put in Lingard in the 8th position for Pogba or Bruno. God knows what we're doing holding midfield position because we've got no Matic or Fred. I mean, those two should be back quite quickly, but it does show you that one major injury in the midfield and we're in trouble. But also up front, Martial has gone, and you never know from game to game. I mean, as I say, some people were very happy that Ronaldo had been dropped on Tuesday. Some people understood why he'd been dropped, but there's no option to drop Ronaldo today. Because Cavani's not fit, and we are playing a lot of games. I was looking at Arsenal, and Arsenal actually aren't playing again, I think, until a week. They're not playing until we play 2 games before they play again, and they're not playing in Europe. It might become a bit of a problem. It might be something just to monitor, the fact that we're playing so many games that modern football is so intense. I mean, if I was at today, it's probably a little bit early. Maybe in a couple of weeks if you come into United, you might think, let's get at them because they're having to pick a lot of the same players, and their reserve players are either not that good or they don't really have that many.
The only hope we have is that some of the players in those positions are sort of Iron Men, where they just never get injured, never really need rest.
I just hope, guys, we can get the good results there.
These are guys who
we can. Well, hopefully they have a good teaching sessions that with this squad. But we need to boost up. We've got to do something. We can't just go. Oh well, we're trying our best. Yeah, but that's not good enough. It's not about trying your best. Basically, it's about going out there and showing the passion for the club. Not for the not just say for the club, but for a team that's done it 26 times over the most greatest manager of all time.
It's interesting though, Ralph's approach to some of those players, right? Because he's talked a lot about how, Bruno and Pogba, they fit in eights a lot more. He's, put a lot of effort talking about that. And I think some people probably agree/disagree with it. In the case of Pogba, yeah, I still think Bruno's profile just fits stronger as a number 10. But, if Ralph leaves him to be that number 8 for us and have that discipline, I'll back him all the way.
I'm literally in the 30 seconds. I'm just going to pop next door and just mess around with my mic a moment. But the reality is, I don't know whether you saw the average positions for the game against Burnley, but, Bruno again was drifting into areas where he's almost a supplementary striker. And look, I don't know, do you think, you mentioned there about Bruno being more suited to more attacking midfield position. Do you think we are, Rangnick mentioned that in his press conference yesterday that in the second half his 2 number 8s sort of drifted out of position and we lost the shape. I don't personally think that was the reason that we played badly. I thought that we just switched off in the first 15 minutes. But do you think that that's a conscious thing from Rangnick, that he wants Bruno to be getting close to the striker, or do you think Bruno's just naturally used to... And it was something under Ollie as well. He just this season, more than any other season at United, he just seems to be wandering closer to the attacker, and you see that in his average positions a lot.
Yeah, that's who Bruno is. The player that is just his playing brother. That's why I always say to people now when I'm having conversations with people, the reality is in football now, especially at the highest level of football that we're in the Premier League, it's almost we've almost gotten to a stage where a player's profile is almost more important than the talent that they have, just in terms of if you're trying to shoehorn players into positions where that's just not naturally suited to what they are, they're just going to run into these problems where, as fans are going, Bruno's playing too high up. Why is Bruno playing too high up?
Yes, guys, it will be a...
It'll be interesting to see.
There will be a player rating after the game, so there will be a small reaction. So, yeah.
I do just see us naturally reverting to what, because it's funny, because what he even said was the problem with the drifting is exactly what you sort of naturally expect of like a 4-2-3-1, where it was like if Bruno was a bit too high and wide at times, Pogba was dropping a bit too deep at times, and you just think to yourself, yeah, because that's just sort of like that's what we are as a team. That's what these guys are very much used to, especially in high intensity moments in games. But again, I think I said it 2 games ago, the last game, I was like, Ralph is trying a lot of the stuff that Ollie tried and it didn't work for Ollie. And so it'll be interesting to see if Ralph can get certain things to work over Ollie. But since we've all been watching for longer, we obviously are more prone to thinking it's probably not going to work.
Yeah, well, I was exactly going to say that, and I was going to ask you that. I think, I listened to Rangnick yesterday, and, I think ultimately he is trying to do things that fans are going to be quite cynical of. I mean, he was like, as he said yesterday, that it's about getting the team to play for 90 minutes because, they played really well for 45 minutes against Burnley, did exactly what I asked, and then the second half fell off. And it's like, yeah, you're 100% right, but that's the problem with United. No manager has really got us to be able to play for 90 minutes. Even Van Halen would be 0-0 at half-time FC. Under Mourinho, it would be, sometimes second half FC. Ollie, we used to get called second half or first half FC. And so many of the problems are really only solvable by the players, aren't they? Because, Burnley was a stark contrast. He clearly told us to be physical. We didn't let Burnley win second balls. And for 45 minutes, it might not have been pretty, but we beat Burnley by not letting them sort of bully us. And for the first 10 minutes of the second half, we just didn't bother doing what... It's not like Rangnick said at half-time, well done, you've done your 45 minutes, let them have a go now. We somehow got to try...
5 minutes. Let's hope, guys, we can get a better result today, a better response. Do we need it? Well, that's a stupid question. Of course we bloody need it.
This game will be predicated on who's winning those duels, and when we were winning those duels, we looked like a much better team. When we weren't winning those duels, they looked like a better team. So, sometimes these are things that you can almost see before a game, and they are the main themes of how a game will play out. On the topic of the players and that sort of complacency issue we have in games, it's weird because the players under Van Gaal are not all the same players that we have now, right? Which shows that as much as we need better management and whatnot, we've needed better coaching or whatever, we also need much better player recruitment, right? Because we keep bringing in these players who, have this issue. If we've not been able to get rid of this issue and we've been through different coaches, different players, it's like, where's this going wrong? So, again, fingers crossed our recruitment over the next couple of years can start to just improve and get better. We siphon out these players who are an issue in those stages of the game. Same old for us.
What's the importance of, I said last night, I think we've got to take 6 points from the next 2 games and then look at the next 2 and take 6 because I think Arsenal end up with 3 games in hand on us by the end of February, but we could be 6 points ahead of them, which is it's a better psychological blow than maybe being 3 points ahead of them and they've got 3 games in hand. But to do that, we've got to win these games. What's your feeling on the race to the top 4? We saw Spurs against Southampton. I don't know whether you saw Arsenal and Wolves on Thursday. I thought it was very impressive from Arsenal. They've got no European Cup competition. I personally feel that today, it has to be a win and Brighton has to be a win. I respect both teams, they're well coached, but, we're almost getting to the point now where we know March is very difficult and we could find ourselves in a position where we can catch up and then we've got to start winning levels. We can't just be talking about we deserve to win anymore.
Yeah, we do. It's going to be a tough race. All the teams are competing with, definitely have their strengths. I think Arsenal's biggest weakness is the fact that they've got a lot of young, inexperienced players. Yeah. And so they have games where even when Arteta sets them up perfectly to win that game, tactically or with the right system, they have players where they've never been in these high pressure moments and they can struggle with that. They lack intensity, maybe they don't press the way they should. Spurs, they're just Spurs, but they've got a phenomenal coach in Conte who's instilling a great system. They brought in some players who, even though they didn't look great in their most recent game, there were a couple of players on the pitch that I was, he's looked tidy. Like Bentancur was someone who they brought in and people went, he's been pretty stingy in the past couple of years, but he looked pretty solid in that game, bearing in mind Spurs, lost. But they're obviously a team that's going to be probably the biggest challenges to us for that. And then there's us, and we all know our issues. So, if we want to be in top 4, we got to start getting the results as well as continuing to improve performances.
Well, I was looking at the players coming out there, Ronaldo smiling at the camera. It's like going into a boxing ring, Levin. You can pick up on a player's personality. I think the players look like they're up for it. They look, relaxed, which I think is a better thing than looking scared. Let's hope we can get the result. You're going through. I don't want to score it, but you're feeling confident. We felt confident on Tuesday, though, didn't we?
Exactly. But it's funny because the way you said that, I can almost feel like how tired you are saying that before games, and that it just fires back on you.
We never know what we're going to get, really, do we? We don't. We can talk about it all we like, but we don't know what we're going to get. We could get Harry Maguire man of the match, masterclass. I mean, it could happen. It wouldn't surprise me.
Well, look, that's important that people understand that because football isn't linear and players aren't robots. So even if tactically everything's perfect in your favour, the system's perfect, the conditions are perfect, you can't just lose, right? Like you can't just, have someone makes a mistake or, something goes wrong, someone lengths in a long shot from wherever. Ward-Prowse, I really hope they don't kill us from set pieces.
It's probably the worst game we've ever seen, but I do think, and I forgot to ask you this, the way Southampton play and the way Rangnick wants us to play, it should be a good game to watch.
Yeah, for sure. I hope it's not, though. I hope it's a good game in terms of we're just dominating the game and not a good game because it's back and forth and everything is exciting. But, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Good luck to the boys. Hopefully, we're not in tears after this one. So,
yeah, we'll see.
But Luke's all Derby.
Yeah, and Hasenhüttl and Rangnick, I mean, he's basically a bit of a disciple of the Rangnick system, and he's worked with him. So look, there's a bit of interest there. It's not quite Klopp against Pep, but there is a bit of a rivalry there, respect as well. Anyway, Nate, thanks very much for popping on. Appreciate that, and we'll speak to you in a bit.
See you guys all later. Enjoy the game.
Cheers, Levin. Okay, so we are literally only about a minute away from the start of the match. Talking about mentality, says IQ. Whatever happened to the sports psychologist? These lot probably sent the ball at home, says IQ. These things take time, mate. You can't just sit somebody down and tell them how to think and then they do it. But I'm excited by this. Things will be very interesting. There we go. Hassenholt and Ranić, they really do get on well with each other, and a little bit of a shake and a bit of a cuddle and a smile. It's like Valentine's Day, starting early. But no, there's a lot of respect there. And I've got a lot of respect for Southampton. I just think they're a funny team, Southampton, that every now and again, they do get their arm under the like they get smashed. Like Leicester's done it, we've done it. But hopefully today we can get a result. It's just perhaps Southampton got a hangover from Spurs because they played so well. Anyway, the match kicks off. Now we're off. Get your score predictions in. 50% of you, well, 49% of you said that United would win in a poll.
Here we go.
Before the match, 25% for a draw, and a little bit less for Southampton win. So there we go. Charlie's got a hangover today. Well, hopefully Man United haven't got a hangover today. Yeah, we've got. You know, I'm not going to say we're going to win, but we've got to win, and we need to expect to win. You know, in a game like this, you've got to expect to win. But Tommy with a stray pass there, he was a little bit needs to warm up a little bit there. A little bit of a slow start there from Tommy. And we need McTominay to have a good game today. There are no options. We didn't buy a midfielder. Fred's not on the bench. Matic is not on the bench. So today would have been McTominay, however you look at it. So you've got to want him. You've got to want them all to have a good game. I mean, look, here's Bruno again, pressing high. Rashford playing off the right again. Interesting. Don't know what people think about.
Oh, well, I don't agree with Rashford playing off right, but what can I do?
He spoke about the combination between Sancho and Shaw being really important. It looks like we're going to be sticking with Sancho off the left. Personally, I like a natural winger, but you know, Rashford is naturally right-footed, so you know, it's not like we're playing inverted wingers. You know, he's a naturally right-footed player. And yeah, you know, the thing about Rashford is, I think we spoke about it when we played Rashford on the right against, was it Middlesbrough, maybe it was West Ham? No, he came on as a sub against West Ham. People were saying maybe Ranić's putting him on the right-hand side because of, to stop him putting in and shooting. But as we saw against Burnley, he still bloody shoots. Southampton having a bit of possession here. Good play. Pass Varane. Cross comes in. Ooh, well done, Delay. Well done. But got past Varane there. Was that Brojo there? I think it was. Southampton won't piss about. They'll like to...
Oh, no, they won't. No, they won't.
That's the importance of Rashford. Tommy taking the ball off Maguire there. We need to see a lot of that. And another bad pass by McTominay. That's 2 in a row. Needs to sort his passing range out.
Right.
Yeah, very good pass for Varane there. I think he's on loan from Chelsea, isn't he? And Southampton again coming forward here. Pick it up with Maguire. Nicely into Pogba. Great tackle. Ronaldo takes it.
Come on.
I don't want to see Ronaldo coming deep. I want to see him higher up the pitch. Right, in Bruno with a bit of space in the middle. Moves it wide to Rashford. What's Rashford going to do? Use the low? No. What the fuck is that? What is that? That is absolute shit. Is that a shot? Is it a cross? He ignores the overlap from Delo. Look at the overlap from Delo. I think it's to be fair, I think it's an attempted cross, but it's absolutely pants. Ronaldo gives him the thumbs up. Yeah, to be fair, he was trying to cross it. I'll take that back a little bit, but the overlap was there from Delo, and Delo's got a better cross on him. You've got to. I've noticed this the last couple of times. Delo not been having the performance going forward that you would like him to have, because he gets ignored on the overlap a lot. But United winning a lot of 50-50s in the midfield here, which is good. Did you see the Martial assist, or would you be willing to watch the Madrid PSG game since it would be a good match to watch? Says Ian. I think we're playing on, but it's Sancho. Ooh. Goal kick. Did you see? I didn't see the Martial assist, and I'm pretty sure PSG are playing Madrid on the night that we play Brighton. Mark, maybe the players also feel like bigger problems have to come next summer to IQ. Well, it's a different game to Burnley because Southampton are a better footballing side than Burnley. So I think that they're gonna give it a little bit more, aren't they? Is Sue coming out today? Says JAX. I hope so. Donny's starting today. Donny's playing for Everton against Leicester today. No. He's playing at Goodison Park against Leeds for Everton. I've been told he's starting. Let's wait and see. We'll know in the second half. I'll certainly be keeping an eye on that.
I will know.
Weird Mike again. Can't do anything about it, I'm afraid. Nothing we can do. Shay Adams shoots from distance over the bar. Thoughts on United so far since Football Extra? I think I've got a problem with the way that we started the game. It's been quite 50-50. They've had about as much of the ball as we've had. They're a good side. We're probably, it's going to. I think it will be an interesting game today. Who would you like us to buy the CDM and striker, Mark? I would love Palino from Sporting and Martinez from Inter and Dylan Thomas. To be honest with you, mate, it's not a concern. Oh, look, he plays Sancho, Ronaldo, Sue! Oh no! Sue was coming out to play. She's been sent back inside. Oh, dear me. Lovely play by Sancho. Really showed his pace here, Sancho, because I thought Walker Peters would be quicker than him. Gets there ahead of him, Ronaldo rounds the keeper, and defender slides in to stop the tapping. He probably should have hit it a bit harder. I don't think he knows the defender's there. Yeah. But Bruno keeps dropping deep. He's trying to dictate everything. Needs to stay further up the pitch as Lee. I personally think it's a bit different. Why do we always buy him out the right winger and put him on the left? Says Green Brits. He should have scored that. He's trying to pass it in.
Come on.
I tell you what.
I'm actually loving this new Sancho roaming. Well, I am and I'm not. But at the minute I am.
He's just got blasted in. He's trying to pass it in. He's got to score. If that was Burnley, we could go Timo Werner, which is actually his name. So, but no, Timo Ronaldo there, he's got to score that. Thanks everyone who's tuning in, by the way. Make sure you smash a like on the video and subscribe. United should be 1-0 up, which is what we would expect at home at Old Trafford. We've got to win this game today. We should be winning it. Pogba on fire. A lot of people giving Pogba a lot of praise. He's had a decent start. Core ball out by Daya. Ramu. Wide. Got to be careful here. Cross comes in. Back post. Walker Peters. Bloody hell! Ward-Prowse blocked by Shaw. That was nearly 1-0 to Southampton. That's a warning. That is a warning. Now Sancho comes away. We've got a 2v2. Oh, just play it. This is going to be 1-0. Why didn't he pass? Why didn't Sancho play in Ronaldo or Rashford there? He's gone for goal on his own. Bloody greedy. What is he? That should be 1-0. We've got a 3v1. It's not, because it's not. Why didn't Sancho pass there? it's not that though, because it's the same. It's not the audio problem. That's not the instrument. I don't know what. Yeah, I can't. It's what Ronaldo does. All right next to him, just strolling and shrugging, nothing but frustrations is Jack. But then again, Southampton had a good chance as well. But we should be 3-0 up. We should. You don't get 3 goals for a goal. We should be 1-0 up. I mean, Sancho nearly gets it. Great save by Ford. There's a man on the right. He should have slipped in. I don't know why he didn't. I don't know why he didn't slip in Rashford. I don't know. Yeah, Southampton's chance did come from a bad ball out by De Gea, but some of our distribution from the back's not been good in this first 10 minutes. McTominay's passing's been a bit dodgy as well, so United need to just switch on a little bit here. Realistically, it should be 2-1 to United. Southampton should have scored and we should have scored 2. It's 0-0, but it is the game I thought it was going to be. Lots and lots of attack and fast movement. He didn't pass because he doesn't trust Ronaldo as his mark. Yeah, but Rashford was there as well. Pogba doesn't have the legs to defend anymore, says Mo. He's come back from 4 months off. Give him a couple of weeks to sort of get himself back. Early days for Pogba, and but that's been a good start to the game.
Good chance.
McTominay needs to be careful because he might get isolated.
End-to-end, which this is what I want.
Simon, we're just sorting out on a few glitch problems in the background, so if you just give us some time, we'll sort that out, don't worry. We are 12 minutes in. 12 minutes in at the moment. United forwards are cursed at the moment as the LMH. Well, to be fair to Ranieri, he would look at that and go, we should have scored 2 goals. Already in the game, he would say we should have scored 2 goals because Ronaldo should have scored and Sancho should have slipped Ronaldo or Rashford in. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. It's harsh, but I don't think Rashford's football IQ has improved since 2019, says IQ. You know what? I think I wouldn't even get too stressed about Rashford, to be honest, because I think some people assume that every player is going to turn into Neymar in their mid-20s. And I've been watching football for many years, and some players are limited in where they can go. They hit the ceiling. I don't think Marcus Rashford's going to suddenly realise that he needs to cross 8 times out of 10 and gets it out wide or pick a pass. I think he's a player that wants to score goals. That's what he wants to do, and he's always going to be that type of player. And he'll go through phases in a season where he can't miss, and then he'll go through phases where he's having a bit of a bad run. He's not there to be creative. That's what Sancho's there to be creative. Which is why it was disappointing when Sancho actually had that opportunity that he didn't actually play the pass. Is Rashford the new Walcott? I don't know. Is he better than Walcott? We'll definitely give him more of a game than Spurs did. So, corner here for Southampton.
Shit.
I think Sancho is getting better and better, isn't he? It's not a surprise to me that you actually start to give Sancho game time, and he's getting better and better. Whether he should play off the left or whether he should play off the right, I suppose it depends when you think Sancho on the left. and Rashford on the right is better for the team than Sancho on the right and
Normally, guys,
on the left.
normally, guys, I do a teaching by now, but not today. No. Next Saturday. Yeah.
It's a waste of the ball by.
Next to this game, so obviously that's why I did. I think that's why I did.
And thrown to United here.
Come on.
Pogba. Nice ball to Rashford. Now, there's the overlap. He's ignored it again. He ignores the overlap all the time. Well, not all the time, but that's twice he's ignored it there.
Jesus Christ.
Well, Pogba with the cross. Ooh, it's just over Ronaldo, who I think is offside, but the referee's playing on.
Come on.
Charlie Griffiths, Sancho can play either side, and whichever side he plays, the fullback automatically plays better. Yeah, I think that's a great point, Charlie.
I think Sancho's made a good. Well,
Yellow card here for Rashford. Is that because he's not passing to Delo? This is a yellow card tackle. He's a bit wild here, Rashford. You know what? He's a bit lucky as well. If he'd have caught the standing leg, he could have been a red.
Rashford, but brilliant.
What's your favourite Bob Marley songs? His Destiny. I'm a bit commercial when it comes to Bob Marley. The one where he's doing something by candlelight, eating porridge. I can't remember what it's called. No Woman, No Bride, is it? Yeah, that's the one. Pogba's playing good, says Mr. Clean. Another 9-0 like last year, or what do you think? Says James. If this is 9-0, you can do the next watch along on your own. It won't be. No,
Nah, not again. No.
Jenks will be doing it against Brighton if it's 9-0. I'll have a night off, but it's been a reasonable start by you.
Yeah, chance, yeah. Been end to end, that's what you need in a game like this.
In the first half of our last few games. Sancho is Saka after a massive Christmas dinner, says Alco. No, but that point that was previously made by, I think it was Charlie, about Sancho, you know, the definition of insanity, said Nature Videos, is trying the same tactics again and again and expecting different results. I don't think there's been any problem with that tactics so far, to be honest with you. But, yeah, you know, with Sancho plays on, that fullback's going to benefit, and we've seen it with Sancho and Shaw, and I think we'd see it with Delo if Sancho was on that side, because Rashford doesn't pass as much. McTominay, Pogba. My theory on United is that I think that they play well at the start of the game because it's 0-0 and, you know, they have a bit of confidence. I think United's problem is later in games when teams start to come back against them. Or if we go 1-0 down.
None of the draw. This is not a draw. This nah. This is definitely a win for us. This we've got to do. Sancho's playing brilliant.
Sancho's look lively, Pogba's look lively. You know, I think these two players are, whatever you think about them and whatever people think about Pogba potentially leaving, we didn't have Sancho and Pogba really playing regularly this season. And I think those two players, I hate to say it, they're like new signings. They're not new signings because they should have been used before, apart from Pogba was injured. But they are the two players that seem to be the brightest in the team at the moment. You know, maybe that's because they're new. And we're very familiar with Rashford and Bruno and Ronaldo and McTominay, but you know, Pogba and Sancho, they are new players really, aren't they? Because we just haven't seen a lot of them. That's a lovely ball into the channel by Southampton. Varane will come across. They're not creating as many chances as they did against Spurs, and I think that's a testament to United's defensive performance so far this half. they really did create a lot of chances. But maybe they don't have the intensity that they had against Spurs. I said, you know, Southampton look a little bit different to the way they did against Spurs. They're, you know, maybe that's down to pride, maybe that's down to the fact that they played.
Yeah.
It's buffering.
Is it?
I turned it off. I'm not doing it again, man.
Oh, you were out?
He was from Chelsea, he had made it to Edgar. And Southampton played five at the back. Five at the back off the ball. You can see
Really good start.
Centre back when we had the ball. It's interesting to well, must be frustrating to be in Deleu's position, said Mohammed. And Mark, love the show, missed the start. You may have covered this. Do you see an improvement in the last few games despite the results? As Kieran Byrne called you Karen, it's Kieran. And yeah, I do see an improvement. I think we're definitely better on the ball, and you would expect these things. I mean, I don't think we should be like running to the hilltops going, we're better than we were under Ollie. I mean, I'd expect a lot of coaches to get us playing better than we were under Ollie, because we've got players that were just unbelievably bad, because they were unbelievably badly coached. So we are seeing an improvement. What we're not seeing an improvement in is the ability to play for 90 minutes, or the ability to be consistent. And I don't know that a coach can do that. Expecting any last-minute Maguire masterclass, says Sangma. Rashford's in here. This should be it. He's got to go for the cross to Sancho. And he got it! Lovely goal. Rashford to Sancho. That's what we want to see from United. Sancho gets his second goal in 2 weeks, and that's the pace of Rashford.
Get in there.
Rashford with the assist. Sancho with the goal.
Sancho. I did say score. Go on, Sancho.
Lovely ball by Bruno in behind. That's the pace of Rashford, and the Southampton defence is all over the place. And Sancho has really done well in this game so far.
Oh, don't do this to me now.
He's really good. And again, I mean, we saw Emerson put in a terrible performance for Spurs the other day, and this Walker Peters looks crap. He really is. I mean, Sancho's not the quickest, and he's getting 2 yards on him every time, and it's a simple tap in.
Come on.
Peter's in the goal as well. Is that another goal for us? But yeah, 1-0 to Manchester United. Deservedly, it should be 1-0 anyway.
Shouldn't. Oh, Tomo, don't be that Sancho. I don't give a crap. Well, Peter is crap anyway, but yeah.
He's got to bring that to his game, and an assist for Rashford for me is more valuable than a goal for Rashford, because that's where we should be applauding Rashford. I want to see him doing more of that. You know, I'm not saying he was going to shoot from that position, because he couldn't shoot. He's got to play the pass, but
And the goal for Sancho. He's in form, isn't he? He's in form. He's in form.
because it's something he doesn't do enough of, and he needs to appreciate that assist playing on the right is as important as a goal. Thanks for watching.
Well done.
Brian is amazing. Just solid.
1-0.
Good job to Brian.
Jadon Sancho. He's in form, that lad. He's in form.
I think that was before the goal. So he's Dan James with 3 school meals, and he's just got an assist. Bruno Pogba in the difference as Lee. Well,
Hey, guess who's listening? Rashi.
In behind the fullback for Rashford.
Rashford, he's actually passed. Serbian Janini.
Goal, really. But
Get in there.
with a lot of confidence here, you know.
Come on, boys. See, this will let me angle. This will let me angle over this. Oh, I'd say something now, guys. Sancho is in form.
What we need to do is now get the second goal.
Yes.
Get the second goal and make this game hard for Southampton to come back into. Because look, is there a massive difference in this first half in the way that we played against Borough and Burnley? And the answer is no. But what we didn't do against Borough and Burnley is go and make it 2 or 3-0. And this is where a team learns. If we don't win this game from this position again,
Get in there.
it's an issue for this team, isn't it? So
You absolute beauty.
documentary yesterday, what player he was as RTB.
I said he'd score.
2010.
I said he was. I said. I bet Sancho scores today, and he has. I would have been more excited if we got him a bit earlier, but yeah.
Shows why Bruno
Have I said that? I don't know. Huh?
Thank you, thoughts on the question mark. I think our patterns of play are improving. Also, Ralph is designing tactics to get the best out of our wingers, as Kieran Burns. Okay. Bruno's asking for a red card on the Southampton player. I think that would have been a bit harsh. Manchester United scoring a tap in. Who would have ever believed it was possible? Winger to winger. I feel like I haven't seen that for a long time, says the RPG gamer. We're on the attack again here. Rashford's getting a lot of the ball and tried a good cross then again. And I like this from Rashford. And
Because he's not being good in, is he? He's getting bold. It's looking up and going back to the.
We've got to put this Southampton side to bed because I tell you what, they're playing crap compared to how they played on Wednesday. It's like they've been all over. They went and got pissed on the Spurs result. Already know the rest that Pratwell is going to ruin my day like he did for the VAR room against Middlesbrough and Burnley. This is Joshua Bowwater. Pogba's won as a free kick here. 26 minutes gone, 1-0. It's a bit like deja vu. We're very good at getting into these situations. Mark did this before. Calm, all about the second half. Let's see what they've worked, says Chaz. Well, if we can get to 2-0 before half time, it'd be a very different game, won't it? But Bruno on the free kick. We scored from a free kick position like this against Burnley. We've got something a little bit different. And the keeper's got it. We're trying to play in Pogba there. So it's something off the training ground. Gone back to the keeper. Oh, it's still out. Nice and clever into Luke Shaw there. Pogba's looking tired. I don't think he's tired.
Who said that? What are we on about?
6 minutes, he won't be tired. Giving too much credit to Rashford, he just sprinted 50 yards and made a very simple pass. I'm sure he wanted to shoot. He's just an overhyped, greedy sprinter. Well, you know, credit where it's due. You know, he's basically done his job, but I think for too many times this season, Rashford hasn't done his job. So I'll give him.
I think it's.
Hope that he improves.
I'll have a check if it has said.
Yeah, I think the development of Jalot is really interesting. He's become, you know, solid, hasn't he? Steady right back. He's made the plays his own. I mean, I wouldn't write Wan-Bissaka off, but I think a lot of people have. You know, but what Wan-Bissaka's got to do is just got to keep his head and
What's anyway?
opportunity, I suppose. Which may never come. Bruno playing very deep here. I think Bruno's having a good game as well. Bruno and Pogba. Give Pogba a new contract right now. Since coming back, he's shown exactly what we've missed, as Jacob. Oh, God, don't you just love fans like this? We're 1-0 up, having drawn with Burnley, and we're handing out £500,000 a week contracts. This is why we fail. Let's see what happens in March before we start thinking about paying somebody £500,000 a week. Some people just get impatient. We've got to win this game first. There's still an hour to go. Then we've got to beat Brighton. We'll get another foul by McTominay there. He gives up a lot of fouls, doesn't he? Because he gets turned too easily. Negative is how Delo never got in on his team will never make sense. That's a good point. I don't think he will understand what happened there. But give United that credit. I don't know whether Southampton are just having a bit of an off day, but they're nowhere near the levels that they played at against Spurs. Probably because we're better than Spurs, but just not giving them opportunities. Why is it Ronaldo is not taking free kicks anymore? Has he lost the ability? Also, below his class, as said. Mark, I never thought I'd say this, but Ronaldo is the problem. We should never have bought him to Alexander. Oh, we should get a new contract. Oh, God, there's another one. I thought you had one back take, and now you've gone for two. So Ronaldo's the problem at Manchester United. It's not the Glazers, it's Ronaldo, everybody. And let's give Paul Pogba a contract because he's played well for half an hour against Southampton. Tommy should be booked there. He's just done 2 fouls in quick succession, and he's just stamped on his foot. He'll be very lucky to get away with the yellow card here. I believe Frank is playing Rashford right wing to force him to cross more, says Timothy Frank. I agree. He's booking McTominay. I told you to be lucky. How many? He's got a lot of yellow cards, doesn't he, Tommy, this season? Well, I don't
skip it here, but
that's a yellow card, and you don't go making a foul like that just after you've nearly got a yellow card. Why are you sticking your nose in for that for? Why are you boxing? Because he fouled him. Trouble his bloody ankle, mate. So what? We let him walk, make nothing from him again, and have another vacancy in the squad. We won't sign anyone. Mate, Jacob, let me tell you something, and I hope you clip this and you prove it right. Paul Pogba ain't staying at Man United.
No, he's not.
Well,
No.
he's put himself in the shop window for the summer. Paul Pogba ain't staying at United
No.
anyway.
Yeah.
You should give him £500,000 a week or not. He ain't staying at Manchester United. So you can chat about it all you like. I would say just enjoy Paul Pogba for the next few weeks because he's gone in the summer. Would you stay at United? I don't see it. You know, people are talking to me last night about United not winning the title for 50 years, and then half an hour of a good performance against Southampton, we're keeping Pogba and we're winning the league. This is why we struggle. People just want to live in the bloody moment in football, and it's not how it works, is it? Man City might lose their next game. Should they sack Pep? No, they're still going to win the league.
What's that? That's what I'm saying.
Anyway, we've got 2 players on the yellow card here. We need to be a little bit careful.
No, he needs to be careful. Come on.
Okay, but McTominay is going to have to just, calm it down a bit. I think we're eager to get that second goal, which is very, very important. I understand you've got to be easy, you've got to be aggressive to try and win the ball, and I would completely agree with that. But let's not go and mess this game up on a lot. CDM would definitely allow the ball to flow through them instead of always passing around, relying on Cam, sorry. And Sancho is electric, says Matthew Ross. We need to certainly get him on the ball a lot more. Just calm your discipline down. Matic isn't on the bench, no. He's injured, and Fred's not on the bench because of COVID. And I think that's a good point by CDU as well, that Scott McTominay isn't actually holding midfielder, is he? He's playing out of position. I don't care what anybody says. He's playing out of position. But we've done a good job at subduing Southampton. If you watch them play against Spurs on Wednesday, they should have been 3-4. You could have, definitely 3, but certainly could have gone to 4 up at half time. Not even at 90 minutes. So it shows you how well we've actually played today. Good shot wide. Better by Southampton there. So that's breaking the play.
Yeah.
Jack? is watching from Italy.
Right.
I feel like Lidlow could play at centre midfield as his Angel Beast. Well, if Tommy got injured, he probably had to put him or Phil Jones, I think. So glad we stuck with Scooby-Doo instead of one of those exotic sounding midfielders. Great decisions as alligator. That was sarcasm in case anyone was going to have a go at it. And sometimes United fans are so quick to jump to things. I think they're cocky, co-playing Arsenal fans at the end. I know what you mean. We all know Maguire wanted Henderson as the first choice. Does Maguire not realise? There's Darcy.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Ronaldo is more than good enough moaning at Ronaldo, but wants to keep contract for 30 minutes against Southampton. I just need to show more respect to Matthew Ross. And would you play Lingard as a temporary holding midfielder? If McTominay got injured in this game, obviously, I'd be open to anything because we haven't got, you could even try Aaron Wan-Bissaka if you wanted to. In relation to Ronaldo, I would say this. Whether you think Ronaldo's had a good game or not, he should have scored. I'm never going to hide. I love Ronaldo. Obviously, I love Ronaldo. That's never going to change. And I think fans of a certain age do love Ronaldo because he's he's a legend of the club. But whatever you think about Ronaldo, what option have we got today other than Ronaldo? Cavani is not fit, Martial is not here, and Greenwood is suspended. So we don't have anybody else to play up front. And don't talk to me about Marcus Rashford as a striker because he's not a striker. So, Ronaldo's the only real option. Lovely cross by Walker Peters there. And Southampton have had a good couple of minutes here. That could have been a tap in. Typically, Rashford's now the left-sided player. I was going to say where Sancho switched. Sancho's in his own box on the other side of the pitch, tracking back.
I'm having a bit of it now.
Leaving the right back.
I get a bit of it now.
Maguire has got into an navigation career. Every time I see him, he's waving his hands, says my mate. And I'm up to also Ronaldo's the problem. We don't create enough for him, and he isn't the problem. Also, shouts out to Van Man K, says Len. Well, no, I would concede that Ronaldo should have scored in this game, but I do also agree that it is a bit of a. It's a graveyard shift. Game's gone a little bit flat since the goal from United. I think we're probably trying to just catch them on the break. I mean, the goal was on the break, to be fair. But Southampton just starting to grow in confidence a little bit. We could do with a goal just to kill this game. Super Bowl's tomorrow night, Daniel. Both Maguire and McTominay are frequently getting booked. What does that say about the defensive capabilities, especially up against pacey players? Says Iran. And let's be honest, I seriously don't know why we didn't play Twan Sebi as a CDM over Scott if we sent him out on loan, says MG. What? There isn't one. No, it was for something else. It was for the. That's it. Balls down the right hand side here. Watch that back post. Corner, Maguire as well to get back. No. Low-key man of the match so far, says IQ. I think Pogba and Bruno have been really good. I think just be careful of Southampton. The last 5 minutes, they're the better team. They're starting to get a little bit of their third vibe going. So a corner here for Southampton. We've been defending well from set pieces, said Ranier. And we didn't defend that one well. Romney shoots from distance, goes wide, that's fine. My best friend Paul says, when are we going to meet up for a pint? Depends where you live, Paul. Tottenham Bruno played well, says Chris.
At the minute, I'd say I'm gonna make my prediction there for Sancho. I'm gonna put 10 in for them. I'm gonna say man at March. Yeah, definitely. At the minute.
I wonder why. Who's got a British passport out of them three? Played by Sancho. People need to calm down with Ronaldo strikers as streaky players, and once he scores, he'll get going to Brian. We need to be a bit careful about Southampton here because they, as I say, the last 5 minutes have been decent on the ball, and United have drifted a little bit. We'll take this round. Michael says Ward-Prowse is starting to step it up. Well, I think if I was Southampton, obviously you'd want to be 1-1 at half-time, but I don't think I'd be too... Good save there, he couldn't quite get hold of it. I don't think Armstrong really gets hold of this, but because I think if he does, no keeper's faith in this. Yeah, so that's a standard save. I mean, people say it's a great save. He doesn't get any power on it, and good save by De Gea. I don't think it's a world-class save. United. Second goal before half time would really be big. Nice ball on Tommy. Here's Sancho. Ronaldo. Don't shoot, Ronaldo. Oh, he's putting on his arse, Ronaldo. Oh, go back. Pogba. Rashford. Oh, they've got it. They're offside anyway. I think if Henderson makes that De Gea save, it's probably the best save ever, but De Gea is quite standard. Yeah, Rashford's offside there. Yeah, I think as much as Southampton would probably want to be 1-1, I think they'll be rather happy to go in at 1-0 down, knowing what United are like in the second half. Big second half for United. In many ways, it's what we as fans want to see. 1-0 up at half time. Let's see what we can do second half. Of course, remember we're attacking the Stretford end, so But then again, that was the case against Middlesbrough, and we didn't score. So, but Southampton are having a good few minutes here. Three minutes to half time. Not a lot on the bench for United, so this team needs to deliver. Getting our players to maintain concentration is important. Yeah, we play in phases. I mean, I personally think the last 10 minutes from United has not been that good. Pretty much since the goal. See, Maguire's had to drop off here. They're in. Good save by De Gea again. See,
good save.
Now starting to get a lot of chances. We've switched off again.
Yep, we have.
And this is, to me, why we're going to be in I think we're going to be in a battle all season, because I just don't, we're playing, if we're absolutely honest, we're playing mid-table teams at the moment, aren't we? Burnley, Southampton, Brighton, Leeds, Watford.
We're doing the same thing we did against second half against Burnley. Dropping off. 1-0 up and dropping off. Doing my absolute head in that. Shouldn't do that. They shouldn't drop up like that.
Again, we could still get smashed 5-0. We've just got to beat what's in front of us, and that's why today is so important. But Southampton are playing very much like I don't mind them shooting from there. Rashford's brutal to watch, says JP. Dan James with preschool meals played one time after Sancho for an assist. Maguire aren't up to it, says JP. Ronaldo stick from Oliver, and we need Sue to come out and put this lot to bed. They're confident by the minutes. Yeah, half time probably comes at a good time for United because I think we've really dropped off in the last 10 minutes, and Southampton have started to grow in confidence. Basically, since that yellow card foul from McTominay, they've got a chance to have his say with his players, and you know, we just seem to be playing on the counter FC here. Rashford just chooses not to track back defensively, says Kevin. He's got his assist. I'm happy with Rashford so far. Interesting ball by Below. Out to Sancho. 2 minutes added on. I'd love a goal before half time. Here's Bruno. McTominay for the shot. Oh, he was there. He was there on the edge of the box. Hi, Mark. I think De Gea's pass at any time he's had a crisis in form, he's always responded and bounced back stronger. We need to keep this with David. Apparently he's going to do a new contract. Playing with Rashford when we're without the ball, it's like we only have 10 men. All their chances come from his side, says Michael.
I also got I'm going to give just a bit of a Q&A, like, obviously I'm going to do the first half analysis as well. But like I said, guys, my play ratings is going to be easier because I think I'm man of the match at the minute. At the minute, is Sancho. Definitely Sancho. Definitely. 100% is Sancho. Definitely. No one else.
Southampton seemed to be very sure that Ronaldo was offside there. That's why I didn't really get that excited. Miles off. Yeah, miles off. Ronaldo. Good run by Pogba, but.
Once again, I'm going to have a bit of a shimmy.
Yeah,
he's offside. Goal offside. I love that.
All we've seen in the first half is that we can get 1-0 up in a game. Second half, can we keep it down to 90?
Who else has done well? Pogba. Sancho, Pogba. Sancho, Pogba. Obviously, David De Gea. Maguire. I don't know. Right, I'll turn, guys. Back in a minute. I'll be back in a minute, guys. Back in a minute. Certainly 1-0. I'm happy for Sancho for that.
Sancho from a brilliant ball by Bruno over the top to get Rashford in that pace. But in the last 10 minutes of the half, we feel Southampton came back into it. And it's almost as if it feels a little bit to me like an away performance. We're letting Southampton sort of have a lot of the ball, and then when they make a mistake, we're looking to hit that ball in behind Ronaldo or Sancho or Rashford. So there's not been a lot of, what you'd expect from a home team, edge of their box, keeping them in their own half. Southampton have been the more progressive team. There's been a lot going on in the midfield. There's no problem with that. It's not like, we're not Man City, we're not Liverpool. We can't, we want to be that team that dominates somebody at home, but we haven't been that team for a while, and maybe in the future, Rangnick will get us to be that team, but it could be successful. I think it's all going to come down to the second half. As I said at the end of the first half, it's what we're going to do in that second half. We've been here against Burnley the other night, and then at the second half, we fell apart. So have United sort of had a bad 10 minutes at the end of the first half because they're keeping some energy for the second half? Maybe they're looking to game manage their intensity because they've been fading off in the second half. But yeah, it's all going to come down to what we do in the second half and how we get control of the game again, because Southampton certainly have got control of the game at the moment, and they are the team that's losing. So De Gea having to make a couple of saves towards the end of the half as well. We don't really have anything on the bench either, so conservation of energy is important. I'd keep an eye on the fact that Tomley's carrying a yellow card and Rashford's carrying a yellow card, because those two players are players that you're going to need to defend a lot. But it's about getting the 3 points today. If somebody said that's the 90th minute, you've just won 1-0, I'd be very happy. I'm going to go and have a steak dinner tonight. That'll do me. On to Brighton. Let's win that game. I think the most important thing for United in the next 2 games is to take 6 points. We've got to start to build a gap from Arsenal and Spurs and West Ham, because we're playing a lot of games and they're not in the next few weeks. So the result is massively important tonight. And I think it's going to be very interesting to see how Rangnick approaches the second half, because I look at that bench and I don't really see anything that's going to massively change this game. So look, let's just hope that the defence holds firm, because if we keep the clean sheet, we win the game. But what we saw on Tuesday night was that one mistake and one chance, and we've got to go and get the second goal as well. That's something we failed to do in our last 2 games. In fact, this season we failed to do for a few games. We scored more than 1 goal. We only got 1 goal against West Ham, didn't we? So this half of the 4th game in a row where we only get 1 goal. VAR is against us. That's simple, says Rudy. I don't know what you're talking about, but there we go. Thanks everyone for your feedback, by the way. Please do subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. We're very close to 271,000. Is lockdown down the read. I don't think we need to do that. Levin saying that Bruno's the spare man because of about 3v2 and he plays the ball into Rashford for the goal. There we go. And just say it's perfect too. There we go. All these because I know exactly what's going on in the chat.
Right, guys. So, like I said, this first half,
He should have scored.
good.
Without a shadow of a doubt. But apart from that, again,
I loved every minute of it. Yeah, of course, I loved every minute of it. Sancho getting his goal.
but the most intelligent.
Sancho's basically ran over Southampton. Basically, he has. He's basically run him over.
So who are you playing up front? And if you're saying Alanga or Rashford, you don't know football because they're not strikers. So at the end of the day, whether you want Ronaldo,
So yeah, I personally think he's done well. Sancho, my man of the match. If I could do play it, well, I can't do it. I don't think you can do it in the minute, can I? Okay.
We can't buy anybody in January. We've got what we've got. I'm happy that Rashford's got an assist. I think that's something that we really should praise, because he needs to get it into his head that an assist. He's done a shot into the side netting from a ridiculous angle. I think he needs to track that more. There was a point in the last few minutes of the half where he swapped sides with Sancho and Walker Peters has got freedom of that side, and he stood virtually on the halfway line. We're 1-0 up. We've got 3 points. It's now about concentration and effort. On the ball as well. Let's get the second goal and kill the game. If we're not going to get the second goal, let's make sure that we're working hard and we're tracking back and we're not giving them easy chances.
Can you play ratings yet? Well, my play rating at the first half, I think it's definitely Jadon Sancho. Definitely, but it should be more than 1-0 less.
Surely not today, says Rory Saunders. To be honest, mate, the draw would feel like a loss. I'm not saying we're going to lose. I don't think we look like losing, but we can draw again.
We can't afford a draw. We can't. We can't afford another draw. We can't.
1972. First 20 minutes, I was happy enough, says Gary. Why do we keep fading out and losing control of the games? Rashford needs to improve defensively, and also we've also got a super chat from Gordon to look Sancho growing confidence. I'm actually going to do a half-time poll for you as well. It's going to come in for you now. Write it out. Basically, we're talking about man of the match so far. I think there are 3 big things.
Is that going to do a poll as well?
So 4 options for man of the match. Get voting in the chat. Interaction. On the right stand, that's what we're going for all the time. Smash a like on the video and subscribe. Ronaldo stumbles a lot recently, says I don't know, but I feel he also loses his balance. Pogba seems to have turned up today's game with the half from him. Well, yeah, you can choose between your man of the match between Sancho, De Gea, Pogba and Bruno. I think they're the 4 best players on the pitch so far. It's a light ball. I'm just watching the goal. About Rashford there is he's actually close enough that he might have had a shot, and he never did have a shot. The ball by Bruno is delightful, and then it's an easy assist. That assist is easy, but the fact that he does.
So guys, I just put a poll up on my this YouTube channel. Obviously my YouTube channel, yeah.
It's tactics. One winger is staying higher up pitch.
Actually, I'm gonna rate that now. I'm gonna rate that now.
But it's stupid tactics, Terence, because Walker Peters was free. Someone's got to mark him. I don't care whether it's tactics to keep the wingers forward, but if they score because we don't mark anybody up, then you've got to track them. You've got to track them. Hope Ronaldo can get back into form, says Jay. I mean, this was a chance for 2-0. I don't know why Sancho didn't do it. Maybe he felt he didn't have the pass. But very nearly made it 2-0. Maybe he scored another one as well. But Sancho scoring goals. And if you know anything about Sancho, which I'm sure you do, he has had seasons at Dortmund where he started off badly. And then suddenly you check his stats and he's got loads of goals and loads of assists. He's got this ability to just on a run of form. And I think at the moment, 2 goals in 2 games for Sancho, and he's he's doing well. But we do need to be wary of Southampton. They've not been in the game. I think this game's been.
Why is that not coming up? Oh, it's because it's up. It's because.
To the Brighton game. I think Brighton will play in a very similar way to Southampton. Different formation with Brighton, but the same approach to the game. They want to.
I'll try to come up wrong one. Whoopsie, did a poopsie. Hey, whoopsie, did a poopsie.
It's the same approach to both games, and if we can keep 2 clean sheets and score 2 goals in both games, I'll be very, very happy and get 6 points. Doesn't matter what you think's going to happen next season. Doesn't matter who you think's going to be the manager. Doesn't matter who you think's going to leave. Doesn't matter who you think you're going to buy. We need to get 6 points in the next 2 games, and then we need to go to Leeds and win, and then hopefully we finish it off with a win against Watford. 12 points from the last 4, and happy days. Let's go and do it. But I do think that this next, Justin enjoyed the polls. Yeah, we'll bring more of those in. I think that what it does do is that the race for top 4 is what it's all about for United, whether you like it or not. So we've had 8,000 votes in the poll. Sancho is top with 51% of the vote. Bruno's got 8%. Daya's got 8%. And Pogba's got 33%. So there you go. Jadon Sancho is your man of the match so far. We're only halfway through. So there's a lot that can go on. De Gea might make 10 worldies. Pogba might score a couple of goals. But, they've been my 4 picks of the players that are doing well at the moment. I think Delo and Varane have been steady. I mean, to be fair, Shaw and Maguire have been steady. McTominay has been McTominay. He's not been great, not terrible. And probably the same with Rashford and Ronaldo, really. But the second goal is going to be really important. Southampton are going to...
Like I said, guys, I think Sancho. Obviously, guys, I will be doing the player ratings after this. I will do the player ratings before I go, yeah. But there won't be no more. What's on the total? There's only one tomorrow, yeah. That's the less than West Ham. Obviously, no news about that certain player. There's nothing at the minute. But yeah.
We can discuss full confidence summer. This is the problem.
That's what I mean. Everyone's like, oh, what's well to pop up? But I don't know. He'll go. He's gonna go. He's gonna go. Yeah, of course he is. He's gonna go.
It's the Rio Ferdinand angle, isn't it? It's sensationalist bullshit. Like, oh, Pogba's playing well. Give him the contract. Write the numbers down. I'm like, no. This is why we failed, because we're so reactionary. He's not going to sign any contract till the summer. He's at United till the summer. See where we are in the summer. If Paul Pogba's played world class for the next 4 months, then maybe you go, let's try. Let's offer 500 grand a week. Maybe some people disagree with that. Maybe they don't. But to be talking about it, it's just so flip-flop, isn't it? It's so flippant. I said this a few days ago. Use Paul Pogba like he's going to use us. He's using us to put himself in the shop window. Mino Raiola will be rubbing his hands, and Paul Pogba will as well. They'll be like, I'm playing really well. Real Madrid are interested. PSG. Him playing well for us benefits him, but we need to make it benefit us as well. In the summer, put an offer in if you want to. But for now, we need to win this game. We need to win against Brighton. And I did say it in the first half, it feels like Pogba and Sancho are the two best players on the pitch, probably because they are, but also because they're new. We haven't seen Pogba for 4 months. We've not really used Sancho right for 4 months. So they are, I hate to say it, but they are a little bit like new signings, and we need to keep getting the best out of them, because you think about it, most of this season, we've been doing it without Pogba and Sancho. Been very reliant on Ronaldo or Rashford or Bruno, and we've got two very creative players that are playing very well for us at the moment, and it's our ticket to fourth place, hopefully. I wouldn't give Pogba 500 grand a week. No, I've been watching him for 6 years, and I've seen him play like this, and I've seen him disappear. So I wouldn't give him 500k a week. No, but a lot of people.
Plus, I want to do it. I want to get in the highlights as well. I do, yeah. I do want to get in the highlights.
Pogba signed any contract at United anyway. I think he wants to win things. I think he wants to try something new, and I don't think he will risk at 29 another 3 years at United when he's been here for 6 and we've done nothing. So I think they'll be queuing up at PSG and Real Madrid and maybe somebody else. But that's the conversation for another time. Let's enjoy having Paul Pogba in the team now, and let's hope he keeps performing like he is. Is it just me, or are they attacking Rashford's side when he switched off the attack?
Oh, fuck off.
I will keep on saying it. There is no forward in United better than Rashford. Okay, good. It's all about opinion. Mark doesn't like Pogba. Well, mate, you don't watch the show. I think the chat will tell you that's not good. I do like Pogba. In fact, I've spent a lot of this game praising Pogba. I'm just saying I wouldn't give him a new 500 grand a week contract and make him one of the best paid players in the world for half a good game against Southampton. But if you want to, that's up to you. I just wouldn't. And also, I know he wouldn't sign it. So I just think we need to focus on winning this game first. Someone turned the electricity on in Old Trafford. The fridge is running. This is Aiden G. And substitutions, I don't think substitutions are an option. I'm trying to think who's even on the bench. Lindelof's on the bench, Wan-Bissaka's on the bench, Jones is on the bench, Alanga's on the bench, and maybe so we don't really have game changers. It's not like the other night where you've got Ronaldo or Cavani or Martial or Donny or something like that. We've got any of that, so we've got to go with what he's going to go. So it's funny, isn't it? Again, United's targets are moving again, isn't it? The holding midfielder is what we need, and yeah. Imagine Maguire makes another mistake second half. Don't. We're not imagining any mistakes, AJ. We're imagining a second goal and 3 big points. That's what we're doing. Rashford down the middle. Well, you know what? Rashford down the middle in a game like this might not be a bad idea. If you want pure pace.
So right, basically, someone just said, guys, I don't want to say anything here, but someone just said for Rashford to keep himself keep. But why would we sell Rashford? I know he put him bad, but bloody hell, fire! He's a born and bred United. He's a born and bred United player, and he supports United. So what's the difference?
The last 2 games we've been crap in the second half, so this is a real test for these players because we know.
There's a half time. What? Oh, he's come on.
Mentality in the second half, and I guarantee the players, Randy, everybody in that dressing room have said, "Look, this is where we've been failing. This next 15 minutes is so important." And I'm thinking the last 10 minutes of the first half, was that about conserving energy to have a good 10, 15 minutes in the second half?
I do. I want to keep him clean sheet.
15 minutes and, get in on them. Substitution for Southampton as well. Maguire should play like how he played against TUSFC. So Bednarek's come off and Stevens has come on. I can imagine that's maybe an injury or something. I don't know. Okay, so we're just about to start the second half here. What do you think is going to happen in the second half? I think United will get the job done. Good start from United this on the attack. That's what we want to see. Quick start, get a bit of momentum going. Here's the low. Wouldn't say 2-0 kills the game, but it gives us a massive boost. Good to see us starting with the ball on the attack as well. Southampton not had a touch so far. Luke Shaw's got it. Comes back to Maguire. Crap pass.
Come on, let's get another one here. Can we finish this off? Can we finish them? Let's just finish them.
I'm not going to read idiots out anymore. Am I jinxing it by saying we need to have a good start to the half? Just noticed De Gea is the one pumping the boys and Maguire is just standing there to shake. What's Maguire doing to the boys? I don't like the sound of that. Not apparently De Gea is pumping the boys. I don't know about that.
Come on. Let's do it. Come on.
Tommy with that pass there, just about got the right power on it. I mean, I was going to say something quite controversial here. I don't think it is controversial. If Ronaldo carries on like this, I would be looking to take him off with about 20 minutes to go. I do think his performance is.
Ooh, that's good. I'm just not doing it.
Really having a massive influence on the game to maybe switch it up. But there's a long way to go yet, and you know what? We're probably going to score in a minute. Good tackle by McTominay and Lucky. Watch out for that yellow card, Scott, as well.
I thought you would have took him off and got Redknapp for that.
That was good.
Yellow card.
Keep it going. United, they're trying to press here.
Come on. How about trying? Come on.
For the last 30, you wouldn't push it if it's not on the bench. Got no Matic, you've got no Fred.
To be fair.
Oh, for fuck's sake, what a finish. Shea Adams, 1-1, same old.
Jesus Christ, again.
It's so predictable.
What the hell? I don't believe this.
I mean, if you're David De Gea, you've got to be so pissed off. It's a wonderful finish by Shea Adams because he's put it in.
I knew this. I knew it.
There's no way you can blame the keeper for this. It's just. That's Rashford not tracking back again as well. He's onside. He's definitely onside.
I don't believe this. I do not. Well, I do and I don't. I bloody knew it. God's sake. Deja vu again. It's going to be another stinking draw again. I can't. God almighty. Bogey team every time. I don't believe this.
It's a massive problem that, again, look, there's plenty of time. There's plenty of time to come back and win it, and maybe that's what the backside we need. But every time. Well,
I don't believe this. I don't believe it. I tell you something now. I tell you something now, guys. Right, no, what'll happen now? The Reds will drop. They'll drop. The Reds will drop. No, we've done this. We've done this twice now. Yeah, no, 3 times. FA Cup against Borough, Burnley, and now this again. It's like a. Oh, for God's sake! I've had enough of this. I'm sick and tired of it.
Ronaldo, I tell you what, you had to tackle Ronaldo there because it was last man. Rashford wasn't tracking back. I don't know whether I agree with that. Rashford wasn't tracking back, but I don't think any of the men would be Rashford's man. I don't know. I'd have to see it again. A lot of people are talking about it. I mean, I think if you're blaming anybody, you've got to be looking at Delo and Varane, but they are marking two players, and Varane has to come out. So is it a midfielder not making a? Basically, it's a 3v2 situation. Delo is marking someone, Varane has to come out, and they leave someone.
Just can't believe this again. Can't believe this again. I told you, what did I say? Bogey side. Sometimes you have a bogey side. Yeah. And it does my head in. Go on.
Bruno, first time cross Rashford.
God's sake. See what I mean? Where's it dropped?
First time cross from Rashford. Get your heads up. Get your heads up. What did Rashford tweet about Alanga when he missed the penalty? Get your head up, Alanga. Get your head up, lads. Come on. Plenty of time. We're attacking the Stretford end. Mentality. It was a good finish by Sheffield. The fact that it went in off the post like that. He's put it in the one place. I don't think De Gea can cover that angle. Watch the heck was McTominay doing, just staring at the runner. Let Pogba outnumbered to Emiliano. I'd have to see it again, mate. I need to see that goal again. It's not an obvious.
I want to say this, guy, but I am absolutely fuming. I'm just sick and tired of it. I actually am. I'm getting sick and tired of this now.
It's got to be because someone's let a runner go. Oh, Maguire! Bloody left him for dead there. Slow as shit. Oh, I tell you what. They're coming again, and it's just shot wide.
I was.
Look at Maguire trying to get back into this. It's like my granddad trying to chase me. Not that he would, but well, he wouldn't. He died. But just so slow. Come on,
And it's Maguire. It has to be Maguire again, doesn't it? I've had enough. I actually have had enough of this. We're not even. I told you now. I've had a drop. We're second. Normally we're second half of C. If we're good at 1-0 down, right, we're second half of C. I know. We'll draw this. You watch. We'll bleeding draw this. I know it. We will. And you know something? I hope the boo. I hope the boo one because I'm getting tired of this. We just.
We're not surprised. We just hope for something different. And Southampton are coming forward again here. He's going to get booked, please, sure. Good save there.
Again.
They're all over us at the moment.
Our res have dropped. Our res have dropped again. Bullshit, res. They dropped again. It's dropped again.
Maguire's pace and poor defence are killing us, Mark. What are we supposed to say, everyone? What are we supposed to say? You know. Get Shaw off the pitch of the Red Devils.
They can't. No, they can.
Headed away. Bloody hell. I say headed away. Bruno headed it. It skimmed off his head and it went into the side netting. On a serious note, they need to pick their heads up here. Maguire is a liability, says AJ Blooms.
I'm just. Do you know something? I'm sick of it, mate. I really am sick and tired of literally. We're normally everyone's like, oh, second half of C. I know. I mean, just drop.
Ultimately, I said this a few times recently. We're just
80 million? What? 80 million shillings? Joke.
Now, I think we can win this game because you've got your Sanchos, your Brunos, your Ronaldos, your Pogbas. We definitely can do it, but there's no guarantee it's going to happen because you
I can't believe that. Well, I can't. We had a great first half, right? We'll come out in the second half and do. Well, I wouldn't say we're doing shit. It's just because we just need that second goal.
tell you what, Pep would be rubbing his hands together at getting at that midfield. Because the only one who's, and he's not even that good defensively anyway, the only one with defensive responsibility is McTominay.
I actually do feel like crying. It's just because
I've been watching Ronaldo for many years, and I don't think I've ever seen him in such bad form as Jimbo. I'm afraid his legs are starting to go. And Manchester United, the gift that keeps on giving to the fans of every other football club as we've changed. Mate, I don't even care as long as we win this game. If we can just scrap it, whatever, I think it's very obvious that Southampton are the better team.
why the hell would someone put a poll up saying, would you want would you want keep or sell? Obviously keep. I never want to sell Rashford, never do.
We've just got to find a way of winning. Chance for Bruno to put a cross in here. Come on, Maguire. Attack it like a ball. Sure. That's a good cross. Oh, Maguire. I thought he was going to score. He can't believe it. He's shot from 5 yards out. And it's
God's sake, Maguire, Jesus.
I thought he was going to have he always had his fingers in his ears. We haven't seen it back again. Oh, come on. He sort of comes into the box, it drops down. He's hit it, but he's not. Yeah, you can't blame him for that. He's tried. I think he's left off.
Come on.
Mark, this is like eating your favourite sandwich, but when it's been left out on the side for a few days and there's signs of mould. Weird one, ETS, but if it's whatever. Get Maguire off the pitch is rubbish, as James McCarthy. Manchester United have done that one as well. Thanks for your super chats. Please do subscribe, by the way, bottom right hand corner. Bit of handbags going on between Romelu and Bruno there, nothing to worry about. Remember, we will have the match reaction straight after this. Player ratings as well, which you can do.
Yeah, I'll be doing, guys, as well. Yeah, we're doing that.
Around 10 o'clock. Please subscribe, bottom right hand corner, and get involved in the chat. I'm sure we've probably got quite a few Arsenal, Spurs, West Ham fans watching this, hoping that we drop points again.
Yep, they will.
Before the game, when we're talking with Levin, this is not a game that we can afford to drop points in.
No, we can't drop points again. We can't. No, we can't. We cannot drop points again. We can't. We cannot. I'm just sick and tired of just keep conceding every time. I hate it. I'm getting. It's just getting a jolt now.
If we want to get top four, we've got to win. Bruno, angled run by Sancho. He will keep it in, or is he offside? He's offside. So just, you know what? I'm going to tweet this out, and then I'm going to read it as I say it. We're playing like the away team.
I was actually going to go live last night as well on Twitter. I don't know why. I want to beep it right now. I'm not doing it.
Back in possession and constant long balls.
Yeah. Well.
I said it's half time, and it's true, isn't it? We're playing constant long balls, trying to get our quick players in behind their defence, whereas Southampton are actually playing in triangles and. Oh, the Gea was close there.
Come on.
Well,
God almighty.
Oh, Pogba. Half an hour to go. Mark, what's scary is you look at our bench and there's no one that can change the game.
No, there isn't. Alanga could most probably could, yeah.
Loads of Premier League games to play. We're still in the Champions League.
Alright, we know he's equal, like we know. Probably one of them fucking worlds, isn't it? Probably.
Fred and Matic, I mean, it's not really Fabinho and Rodri, is it? Here's Ronaldo. Oh, good save. Oh, it's not a bad shot by Ronaldo. But
God's sake.
Bruno.
Oh, man. Huh.
Good save again. Come on, United.
Jesus, come on. Ronaldo saved it. Dilo, two Portuguese Magnifico. No, well, I can't say Magnifico, but Dilo, yeah. He's a Portuguese, yeah, of course he is, isn't he? Yeah, isn't he? Come on, Connor, come on. Maguire, get your head on it.
Don't seem to want to hit crosses into the box from corners anymore. Shaw. Whoa! Pogba with the overhead doesn't quite connect.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, as we're saying though, with the bench, I don't know how we put ourselves in this position with the bench. Like, there's only really Cavani who's not there. And then you look at the bench and it's Lingard, Mabry, Alanga. I mean, with all due respect, it's not like what Chelsea have got, is it? It's not. We haven't got a lot of depth on the bench to change things. And, you know, if you want to bring on a creative player for Rashford or Sancho, you're bringing on Alanga. No, I probably would start Alanga, but, you know, he's still a young lad, isn't he? But it's not really.
So, guys, I'm gonna say this as well.
We've got a little bit of momentum here. Little bit of momentum.
Do you remember that goal Rooney against City? I already kick. I wish I didn't watch some for that. Because if I didn't watch some of that already kick, I literally, actually, I did watch that game. Yeah, I remember that game. I watched it. Was it a game? Yeah. The goal made it up. The goal was just. If that goal never got, I think that should won for the whole of the season. I think that. I think it did, didn't it? I don't know if it did. I think.
Shea Adams again. He's up against Varane. Sticks it in. Maguire does well. Did well there, Maguire, to be fair. I was a little bit worried. You know, I've got it back.
Come on.
That's the scary thing, Mark. He's going to play this team a lot and they're going to get worn down. Well, yes, Nate. I mean, I suppose when you think about the Brighton game, what does he make any changes? I mean, he could bring Cavani in for Ronaldo, I suppose. But, you know, this team is going to get tired very quickly unless it starts winning. If it starts winning, then you never get tired. But you know, they've got to get that confidence going. We got no one because they've all been loaned out, to be honest, Tiger. Yeah, and they got, you know why they got loaned out? Because they insisted on being loaned out because they weren't being used enough. Play by Southampton. Look at the way they just took four players out there. 63.
I'm going to put another poll, guys, because obviously I can't. What would you think? Ten Hag or Poch? All the way, Ten Hag. All the way.
Quite well for the first 20 minutes. We got the goal. But since we scored, you know, and there's too many performances going back. You know, I'm fed up of this as well. Oh, well done, McTominay. Oh, good tackle there. In for the second ball. I'm fed up with this as well. Too many performances disappear in the second half. You know, Bruno had a good.
Just give me a sec, guys. Just going to go and get a bit of a something.
You know, Sancho had a good first half, not getting on the ball enough. Pogba had a good first half, not getting on the ball enough. Oh my God. That was another chance. Rashford not tracking back again. Seeing that's Rashford, that is. We went from having too many forwards to having none. need to have pay cuts in contrast to top 4 failures, says Nick. And yeah, just think Ronaldo's doing the defensive work here. Foul on Ronaldo. Well, whatever happens, we might find a win, but I still think you've got to look at it long term and go, again, they've come out in the second half and been shit for 20 minutes. Even if we go and win the game, it's been another shocking second half, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Really. McTominay. This is found the pass. Transfer. It's a great ball to Rashford. Too long. He holds on to the ball for too long because he's trying to shoot. I nearly scored again. He just skips past Maguire. That was lucky, very, very lucky. And that comes from Rashford at the other end. And then Maguire back at pace. And then he just skips past him. He's got a yard on him, Maguire. He can't. It's just so lucky there, 0-2-1 down. And that's because Rashford's trying to shoot up front. And then Maguire's too slow.
Yeah, I think that's more.
We're going to do great to win this game. We are going to do great. United have lost their mentality compared to a few years ago. At least in the Jones, they've designed to win the double unity game. So imagine we get to sign Ronaldo with Cavani always out in Greenwood's case as Phil Jones. Yeah, Luke Shaw's game just fell off a cliff again in the second half.
Can't stop, why not?
I think Bruno and Pogba just are trying to get it going, but I mean, it should have made a sub by now. Like, there are players on that pitch that need subbing. Like, we're not playing particularly well. Oh, dear me. Tommy's giving a foul away there. Thanks everyone who's tuning in, by the way. Please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. We're getting close to 272,000. Player ratings will be for you in about 5 minutes. Atletico Madrid are going to destroy us. I thought they were crap, Alex. Our biggest downfall is insisting on playing Maguire and Rashford, says Nana. I mean, we're very lucky not to be 2-1 down. And I tell you what, we've gone 2-1 down. Rashford and Maguire need to come on social media for the weekend because it would have been on them, that goal. Just got to try and battle their way to a point here. Oh my God, where's McTominay's pace there? Bloody hell, I thought he was going to win that. Where was he? Where's the bloody midfield here? They've just got no legs. I couldn't believe McTominay didn't get to that ball. Then I thought the ref had given a foul. He was like running in through porridge. Here we go, on the break. This is our best chance on the break. Wow. Our best chance on the break in this game. Because Southampton wants to win it. Delo, Varane and Dyer, the only players that are consistent the whole 90 minutes, as James said. Lindelof and Maguire, Bruno 6. And ability with the change. He's got to change it, Peter.
He's got to do something.
Contribution to the team comes when he's not called into action. If Randy continues playing this Joker, then he's not the guy, says Julian. Another sub for Southampton. They're not messing about.
We've been nothing.
right, because you know what? We've drifted back into Ollie, haven't we? Where's the bloody subs? Like, Southampton are playing well and he's rolling players on and off. Like, Liveramento's coming on now. Like, where are all the subs? We're playing shit now. We're playing crap. Where's the bloody subs? What could possibly be reason for Rangnick to pick Maguire over Lindelof? I just don't get it, says Al. Dude, and would be nice to have Van der Beek right now, says Brian. And Mark, you think we should look for a new right winger in the summer? Sancho looks much better on the left than on the right, says Ivor. Yeah, I think we do need a new winger. Anyway, I've got a free kick here. Bruno's just going to whack it up, I think. I'm so annoyed that Favourites FC has left us with no options on the bench, as Andrew O'Brien. As guilty as Ollie, we can maintain brands and keep subpar players. No! He's offside. Thought Sue would come out. Damn it! I'm so excited. They're all off. They're all off. Okay. 20 minutes, mate.
Oh, God.
On the bench, Andrew O'Brien, as guilty as Ollie, we can maintain brands and keep subpar players. No! He's offside. I thought Sue would come out. Yeah, I don't know what United are moaning about there. I really don't know. Definitely outside. Van der Beek starts for Everton. Soldier.
What? You start? Did he start?
In a midfield two.
Oh, shit, have a look. Let's have a look. Line up.
Serve the left-hand side for an angle until it's that simple. That side of the pitch is foul to Adam. Where are the subs? Says Al. Remind me again why we broke up the Martial, Greenwood and Rashford front line, says Wish and Nightmare. And Mark, if so much social media following buying criteria, then United stands to just mass follow targets. We could do. Let's do that. That's a good idea. 15 minutes here.
74 minutes. It's going to be another draw, isn't it? I can see it. The play isn't going to be that quick enough going to go off.
Good play here by United. We've actually hit some good combinations.
Well, come on.
Rashford's crossing is unbelievable. Why is he back playing on the left? Rashford's been poor today. I mean, he's had an assist. Oh, Alanga's coming on now. Here we go. It's got to be for Rashford, surely.
Rashford's going to come off.
Wow.
Skippy here.
Going for the win.
But Tomane's off.
You know, you can't knock him. He did it against Burnley as well. He really understands that he needs to win these games. It leaves us a little bit weak defensively, but he knows the importance of winning the game, doesn't he? Southampton on the attack here. I can't tell you which way this is going to go because we've been poor in the second half.
We have, yeah, we have. We've been quiet. Come on.
Do the forward pass merchants like this? Slow build up trumps treating.
It's not the slow. It's just boring. It's boring.
I remember the days when we used to look at the bench and say it was stronger than the. Oh, Luke Shaw's going to give a corner away here. I don't know what De Gea's going to do exactly. I don't think Luke Shaw's had a very good second half. I'll be surprised. I think he will start against Brighton, won't he? Because it's favourites FC. But I think realistically, his position should be in jeopardy. So good ball by Sancho. Alanga's on here. He's off. Get onside. Oh, Delo. The game's starting to open up, and he goes for throwing. Again, that's all we've really got in this game, counter-attack. Alanga's gone way too soon there. He's not helped him. Inexperience of youth there. He's miles offside and Delo can't slip him in. He's just got to hold his line a little bit.
It's going to be a draw, isn't it? It's going to be a draw, guys. It's going to be a draw again. Fucking unreal. Yeah, that's what happened there. No, no. What's that happening, man? It's not good,
Win, lads. We're getting into that last chance saloon now. We've got to win. We cannot drop 2 points again. Yeah, Rafi's right. Alanga just ran too quick there.
It just feels like I can't take all this.
We'd love to see maybe now, says Charlie. Well, it's the second game in a row where we took McTominay off and played basically without holding midfielder. It's a risky move, but it shows you what Rangnick thinks about these games. That we've got to, we're going for it. We did it against Burnley as well. We're going a little bit gung ho. It worked against West Ham. It did work against West Ham, and it could work here, but well in by Maguire. Rashford with the shot.
God's sake, he's shooting again!
But it's not really, I need to write that down.
Rubbish, this.
This is not the
80th minute, and we're.
Against Burnley, it's the same against West Ham. You go for it and you win. Sir Alex used to do it, but I don't mind if we win this game. I'm quite very happy if we win this game. But ultimately, we failed, haven't we? Because we're rolling the dice again.
Oh, piss off!
Welcome to United Stand. It's the big one. It's Manchester United versus Liverpool in what is a massive, massive game in any Premier League season, but specific. To watch Manchester United these days.
10 minutes. We draw again. We drop points again.
I think link is in the video description if you want to do your player ratings. It is mark every player out of 10, 6 being the average. We'll go through that after the game on the match reaction. Losing love for Rashford, just not trying at all. Whatever wing he plays, we get 2-on-1 defence here. Harry needs to be dropped for good, says Alex. Rashford's body language is bad, says Russell. Might get the winner. Might get the winner. Offside. 10 minutes to go. Look, if we win the game, fantastic. But what were we talking about before the game? Lingard's coming on now. What were we talking about before the game? Favourite set C. Maguire shouldn't have started. I wouldn't have started Rashford. I wouldn't, some people might not have started Shaw. We're picking social media players basically. We are so dire. City won't be training for a week to players, says Kate Blow. And Ryan, thanks very much for the super chat. Please subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Lingard's coming on. For Rashford. Another bad performance from Rashford. You know what?
Rashford's coming. Lingard's coming on for Rashford. Right.
I can't overemphasise the importance of this next 10 minutes. We need to win. Can't drop 4 points against Burnley and Southampton. Our crossing is the worst in the league, says Jack. Have a shot, Pogba.
We actually do, but we're not saying his name.
Southampton on the break. They've not really done much, Southampton, for the last few minutes, so it's a ball on here. Walker Peters. Thank God he didn't put the cross in. Website's down, is it?
Is it?
No, it's not. No, it's not down. I've just checked it. It's fine. Yeah, you can do your player ratings through the link in the video description. Mark every player out of 10, 6 being the average. We've had a bit of play in the last 10 minutes. I mean, I wouldn't say it's chance after chance, but Southampton have, I don't know whether they're now thinking a draw is a good result. I don't know. Maybe the change of taking McTominay off has given us more attacking impetus, which is what you would expect it to do. Foul to Southampton. Yeah. What's happened here? Because he's hurt himself, Livramento, and I don't. Oh, no, it's a bit.
Is it going to be a drop? Yeah. Again. Yet again. We should have finished it off and we couldn't.
Oh, what are we moaning about? Shut up. Push him away, Maguire. Get rid of fucking Bruno. Get him away, moaning. We're fucking drawing that. Stop moaning about free kick. I can't. I tell you what, it didn't used to bother me, but it's really starting to bother me now. United players who are moaning about free kicks when they've played shite for 85 minutes. You want to moan? Look at your own bloody performance, lads. Pisses me off. Looked like a bit of a soft yellow card for Bruno, for Pogba, to be fair. Salty Gamer, thanks for becoming a member. There is no explanation. We hire the worst managers in the world, or they are told who to pick for the marketing department of Marcos. I voted for Southampton in the poll because I really couldn't see us beating Southampton at Old Trafford. How depressing is that? Says Andrew. I think McCraft for getting up at 6 a.m. for this, says Joel. Oh, yeah, I pity our fans.
Said that just shut up.
Watch this. Not because I think that's what you should do as a fan. How do
You said that just, yeah. The only best player they've got there is bloody James Ward-Prowse, that's it. The rest of them are crap.
I think they might.
Yeah,
Southampton. I don't think they're really going for it anymore. Cross comes in, headed away. No manager we bring in is going to do much better if they're forced to start these favourites with Alligator. And good tackle. To be fair, these influences are quite good at football, says KY. I just don't see how people are confident Man United still getting top four, says Corrupt Sinunvers. Maguire has a beater energy, doesn't seem a bad player, he's not a leader, says Seizu.
It is starting to wind me up now. It actually is. It just we're just constantly just keep drawing.
We lack strength, complexity, and basics. Can't watch this trash anymore, says Justin. And what are we doing player ratings for? Give their a 10 because I feel sorry for him, says Jameson. But look, you know, whatever happens in this game, I will remind me in my match reaction because I might be doing it first sort of minute. But if we win, I won't do it in the first minute. But I do really want to emphasise.
At the minute, my man of the match is Sancho all the way. Ronaldo's done nothing again. Nah, done nothing. He's been quiet again.
I've not seen us get hold of the ball or progress the ball or dominate the ball or get into the final third a lot. I think it's been a very we've been like the away team basically, and he's away from Maguire, Broja. That's a penalty. We're giving a goal kick.
Me not remember them.
That's a penalty by Maguire. He might have got away with it. I mean, he sends Maguire back to bloody Leicester a lot, and then Maguire either does really well or.
So basically, there's 2 games here that we.
It's a penalty. Like, what does Maguire do to win the ball here? I mean, it's a soft penalty, but it's not a penalty. It's all right. We lack strength, complexity, and basics as Justin. It's not a penalty.
Also, guys, I'm not gonna have a rant, guys. Like I'm gonna have a rant. I'm just gonna have a bit of a thing here. I'm gonna say it now, and I might say it again. Maguire is not worth 80 million. He's not a captain. He's not a captain. End of. I'm done. End of. He's not a captain. He's not worth 80 million. He's not a good centre back. He's slow. That's it. Done. End of. End of story. He's
It's a foul on the centre circle, but it's not a foul in real life.
I can't believe this.
People are saying it is a foul because he treads on his leg. No, he's not going to give that. He ain't going to give that with 2 minutes to go at Old Trafford. But Maguire's looking.
I'm not watching this and I like it. No.
Absolutely shit.
No. I'm not.
Crap defender.
Crap. To be honest, Southampton done nothing. We haven't in a second. Well, we have. When we haven't, but nah. Boring. Crap. He's not hot garbage. He's just garbage. That's all he is. He's just garbage.
This is what happens when you keep picking the same favourites. Nothing changes. Ollie used to do this. Ollie used to pick Rashford, Maguire.
I'm not going to share with that, no.
Fred, Shaw. This is, fair play to Martial and Donny for getting out of this bloody circus and trying to play football. 5 minutes added on. There's still time to win it, but
5 minutes. 5 minutes added on. Lingard, but Jesus Christ Almighty.
nothing changes at this club because bigger powers are running it and managers are cowardly.
I'm just going to go and do something, guys. I've had enough of this.
£8 million for Maguire.
I won't pay 2 million for him. Oh, buzzing at first.
Careful in the box here, United. They're in the box. Yeah, we're trying to win. Good tackle, Bruno. Come on. Come on, Shaw. Come on, we need a winner. We need a winner.
Come on, we need this winner. We need it. We bloody need it.
Cross into the box. Harry Maguire winner. I'm calling it now. I can see him run into the Stretford end. I can see it. I've seen it. I've seen the future. I'm a madman.
Oh, basically, guys, Ragnick just came onto the pitch and kicked the ball back. Clearly, had enough of time wasting. That's what you call a good manager.
You're about to get in the mud. Fred. Oh, it nearly happened. It nearly happened.
For God's sake!
And Forster came out with a cracking save. Oh, it nearly happened. Oh, it nearly happened. He did head it. I nearly called the. It's a free header as well. Ollie beat this lot how many times? Keep on making excuses.
Come on!
Ronaldo doesn't know how to do tactics as well. Come on. Free kick to United in their own half. 2 minutes to go. I don't think, if we don't win this game, I don't think top four's in our hands anymore.
No.
I think it's always been in our hands, top four, but I think if we don't win this, 2 points from 6 against Burnley and Southampton, these are teams in the bottom half of the table, ladies and gentlemen. You can't get top. You can't be a favourite to the top 4 if you can't beat teams like this. We're making it harder and harder ourselves by every game. Just on the low. Minute to go. Substitution. Fans need to get together and get rid of these idiots running out of club. We cannot sit back. We can do it. If we get together, says Louis. This squad needs to grow a pair. I'm getting tired of watching it. Well, look, whatever happens in this game, second half, United have been crap again. These players
Yeah.
blame.
Same as that against Burnley as well.
I don't understand the team selections. I never understood why Maguire was playing today, and I think he's been crap. I don't think Rashford should have started, and he was crap. How many bad performances do they have to put in before they keep? Maguire will start against Brighton. Maybe he'll get the winner. Player ratings, get your player ratings in, says Stacey. Links in the video description. Mark every player out of 10, 6 being the average. Really looking forward to player ratings, but Southampton have still got the ball here. Varane hits it long. That's going to go out for a goal kick. It's basically over. It's basically over.
Man of the match, Shea Adams. What? What for?
Southampton deserve the point. United
This is a Shea Adams. Has he just said that, or is it actually? Is Shea Adams actually the man of the match? Are they for fucking real? I think did I watch Jadon Sancho first half for fucking pricks?
Because it symbolises absolutely everything. We are picking social media players. Simple as that. Social media players. Fucking Lindelof, I'd get yourself out of the club, mate. You're playing well. You have a personal issue to deal with. You come back. Somebody's playing shit. You're not getting picked. Tellez, put your transfer request in. Wankers, useless. Absolute useless. 1 substitution as well. Well, 2. Lingard comes on. Fucking useless, lads. You are a bunch of... Go and get your training...
Absolutely shit.
Get a few more followers. Useless. What's going on at that football club?
I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know. I'm sorry, but I'm peed off with that.
Influencers
Absolutely shite.
influencing team selections. In Maguire's lucky he didn't give a penalty away. Southampton could have won that game. They were the more likely team to win the game. Who was the better team in the second half? Southampton. Who deserved to win the game? Southampton. Shit. We're a franchise full of social media influencer players. What was Maguire doing starting today? Why is Rashford starting today? How many bad games are they going to be allowed to put in a United performance, in a United shirt?
But I've got to do this rain, and I don't really want to do these rains, but I've got. There's something wrong with that club. There's something wrong. Oh, the players won't give a shit. Oh no, they'll be loving it. Fucking bullshit.
Jokers, I told you, it's going to get worse. This club over the next 18 months, screwed. Villas, Newcastle's, they're better. Anyway, link in the video description, player ratings, mark every player out of 10, 6 being the average. Lots to go through in the match reaction, and I will do it with you in the next minute. I'll see you over there. It'll push you over. See you in a minute.
Right, guys, I'm going to do a quick play ratings, and then I'm off because I don't want to. Let's do the play ratings. So David De Gea, I give him an 8. Dilo 8. Maguire in 2. No, I'll give him a bleeding 1. Varane 7. Shaw 5. Scooby Doo 5. Pogba 9. 6.0 for that. Bruno 8. Rashford 4. Sancho King 10. My man at March. Ronaldo 3. Alanga, well, I'll give him a 4, but he didn't really do a lot, did he? Lingard 5. 6. So like I said, guys, I will be back tomorrow for the other Leicester and West Ham. Not is it Leicester? Leicester and West Ham watch along, which is I think it's R4, is it? So I will be back tomorrow for that. I don't know what says that, guys. I actually really don't know what says that, guys. But and don't forget, guys, for my beautiful fiancée Jasmine Passion on Instagram, TikTok, and obviously YouTube as well. Second half, basically same as the one against Middlesbrough and Burnley. Top 4 has gone. We've blown it. Peace, love, and rock and roll.